Hey guys, it's Straight to You Wellness. In this video, we're talking ADHD, right? ADHD, in my opinion, is one of the most poorly managed conditions in all of healthcare. Very poorly managed. Why? Well, you go in with the classic symptoms, or maybe you take your child in and fidgety, bouncing off the walls, distracted, can't stay focused, maybe not doing very well in school, whatever it might be. What do they do for you? Chemicals, medications, take this, come back in 6 weeks. That is a failed approach, right? They ignore the underlying root cause of why it's there to begin with. And that's why what we do, and that's why we're unique and different, and why we get such great results. That's one of the most common questions I get is, can adults have ADHD? Yes, they can. They're just big little people, right? But you have to understand that ADH, there's a big gut component. There's something called the gut brain axis. If your gut is a mess, guess what else is often a mess? So with ADHD, we have to look at foods, we have to look at nutrients, we have to look at toxins and bad fats and sugar and hidden sugars and inflammation, specifically brain inflammation. But I mentioned something there called toxins. The standard American diet is very processed, it's very pro inflammatory, brain inflammation, but it's very toxic. Too much sugar, too many things that turn to sugar. But when I say toxins, we're talking high fructose corn syrup, preservatives, nitrates, MSG, trans fats, colors, dyes. You got to watch this stuff, friends. If a food has 27 ingredients, it's not a food. It is built. It was manufactured in a laboratory by a food chemist who has one job. Let's make that food taste good so that you come back again and again. You come back for round two, you come back for round three. They don't care. Who cares about the consequences of eating that food? They don't care. They simply want repeat customers, right? We have to make smarter choices. But in terms of ADHD and getting this thing solved, we have to look at things from a global perspective. We have to look at gut and we have to look at inflammation and cell health. One reason why we get such great results is that we look at things from a cell perspective because your cells make up your tissues make up your organs. So if your cells are damaged, if they're broken, if they're inflamed, tissues, your organs are not going to work right. So we look at things from a global perspective, from a holistic perspective, not just take this whatever Ritalin or Adderall, whatever it is. That's a failed approach. That is not the problem is not a Ritalin deficiency. That's just a if I'm driving in my car and the check engine light comes on, do I slap a piece of tape over it, hope it goes away, or do I pay a mechanic to look underneath the hood and fix the problem? Solve the puzzle. That's what we do as functional doctors. So, your next step, if you want some help, what I want you to do is book a one on one discovery call, one on one discovery call. This is not a pushy sales call, right? This is not a high pressure times your no. This is simply a chance to ask each other questions and determine if our protocols would make sense for you, right? Understand that either myself or one of my partner practitioners will be giving you a call at the time that you choose. I have a big team and we get the job done when it comes to solving this ADHD dilemma that is too common in too many people. So, your next step, click the button, fill out your information, and go pick a date, pick a time that fits your schedule, and we will call you then. Thanks for watching.